Go, go, go where you need. Go, go, go where you want. Go, go.
Hello everybody and welcome to Got Next Gaming. Ep1Way here with you today, bringing you a new game, Robothorium, which is early access on Steam. I believe it comes out on June 7th, which is when it's available. I just want to take a moment to thank the developers for sending me a key for this game to give it to you, bring it to you and show it to you. It is by Goblin Studio, so thank you to them. I am reading right now that they are proud to announce the release in early access of Robothorium on June 7th, 2018. It's a roguelike RPG with turn-based fights that lets you play an AI and lead your revolution against the humankind. So I kind of like to compare this to like an XCOM slash Halcyon 6. For those who've played Halcyon 6, fantastic little game. And this reminds me a lot of that. The turn-based aspect of it, leveling up your robots as it will be. And you'll see that here in the game. We're going to go in here and start to play. We're going to start a new one. I did play for about 5 minutes or so. And we're going to go in and we're going to continue with a new slot and create a whole new game. Now, we have a couple different difficulties here. Rebellion, Insurrection, and Revolution. I'm going to go with Rebellion. Recommended for beginners. I did kind of just begin playing this game. And obviously, you can go to Insurrection. If your robots are destroyed, you'll need time to resources to repair them. Enemies are fought in their basic difficulty. And then they have Revolution, which fallen robots are definitely destroyed, and you'll lose your game if the whole team is defeated. So one of those things to kind of keep in mind. We're going to go with Rebellion so we can kind of play and see what it's all about. But anyway, this key features of the game are turn-based fights, and you can manage your troops of robots, and there is going to be a multiplayer online as well. And here we are in the beginning of the game. It contributed greatly. I missed that part there. Where was that? Oh, exploit and express robots demonstrated for the recognition of their rights. I like that. But the reaction of the human race was predictable. We just shot them. Today, civil war threatens to burst. You are Saya, an artificial intelligence program for a single purpose, offering a future to robots. SAIA. I'm not even sure what that stands for. I'm wondering if we'll find out somewhere along the way. Robothorium. Again, cute little game. I actually really enjoyed playing it. The 5 or 10 minutes that I did play. So really cool stuff there. And we're going to see what this is all about. Kind of went through the basics for it. But let's start off here. We have Sarah Simov. Hello, Saya. I'm going to say Saya. That's what it looks like, Saya, right? Saya. I'm Sarah Simov, the emissary of the Rebellion faction. And I'm there to help you. You need to hurry up and get out of here. Some idling robots should be lying around in this room. Go ahead and take control of 3 of them. So I'm going to want to walk through. We're just going to kind of do things and explain as I go. You do have some robots to choose from here. And they all do have different kind of attributes, so to speak, right? So we have the Riot X953. You can see he's got so-so attack, but great defense and pretty good on the support, but not great speed, right? And then you have the War X191, which is kind of balanced all across the board. You have the Repair, which is great support and great speed, but not so great in the attack or the defense. You have the Zerker 8X, the X8115 or 15, and he's got great attack, great speed, but not good defense or support. You have the Scout, great attack, great support, okay defense and speed. And then you have the Riot X724, great defense, good support, and so-so on the attack and speed. And again, these all have different little things going on here. I'm going to start, and I'm going to take the Riot. I like him for the defense support aspect of things. I also like this guy here, as he's kind of all-out attack, which means he's pretty powerful. And then it's kind of in between, do you want to go for balance, or do you want to go for like somebody who can support your team and regenerate health and stuff like that, right? So that's where we kind of come down to it here. So you have Scout, and you have the Riot. So this kind of Riot and Repair, they kind of fall into the same line as far as support goes, but this has a better defense, right? And this is much better on the support, like maxed out. And then the Scout, a little bit of attack and a little bit of support as well. But I think I'm going to go with the War X191 because he's balanced all across the board. So we have one kind of like support, one attack, and then one like kind of balanced middle of the road. And we're going to run with that and see how it works out for us. Oh, the bright lights. Sarasimov, you are currently located in the Break Tech lab. Take some time to look around. Scanning your surroundings should be easy task for an artificial intelligence as advanced as you. So exploration, move around to move or to go to reachable room represented by arrows on the ground. WASD. Use the minimap to find your way in the level. Achieve the goal to end the mission. So I think what we'll do is we'll go through the first mission here, and here's our arrow. So this is where we're gonna go. Interactive elements. You can interact with elements throughout actions. Action success. You have the action of opening a storage case here and a success chance of 75%. Choose carefully. It might change the course of the story and future success chances. So this is kind of a little bit of a tutorial. They do this for you. I'm going to go through it with you guys. This one's kind of cut and dry. There's only one thing to kind of choose from here, right? But we have a 75% success rate. And we are going to open it up and we get ourselves a weapon. So it's a Break Tech Rifle 2.0 with 51 and 4. And it costs 100. It's a rare weapon. Not bad. And it's got some other attributes there as well. But we can go to equipment. And we kind of see what equipment looks like. You can change robots' equipment to increase their efficiency. Robots' attributes are modified by equipment and when leveling up. All of your items are gathered in the inventory, equipment, consumable, and components. Robots can be affected by effects, granting them bonuses or penalties. So this is kind of where it gets into the aspect of like a Halcyon 6 where there's an effect, or even like XCOM where there's an effect and it kind of either slows down their speed or makes them more susceptible to damage or something to that effect, right? So we have this new rifle. We can see their rifle here. Their stats are an 86 and a 5.5%. This here has a 51.4. So it's not going to really help us if we go switch that rifle right now for him, right? So let's take a look at this guy here. He has a 103.79 and then going to a 51. And this one, 86, we already saw him, and he has a 107, right? So, not very much of a help there for us as far as that goes. Anyway, so this guy here, we're going to kind of switch that out. We did switch it. Oh, we did switch that out. Okay, that's right. We did. We switched it out, so that kind of helps us and gives us a little bit of a bonus there because the rifle itself was pretty low on the side there. So like 32, and now it's a 51, right? And he's our strong guy, so we want to definitely increase his attack attribute there, his damage attribute for the most part. All right, let's go back now. And we're going to get in here. And we have that, so now we can kind of go two different ways. We already came from here. You can kind of see on the map where you can go. You can zoom into this and see where you got to go next. You can click on this to do it as well, and it gives you the legend. Or you can click on the arrows. Either way. Room unveiling. So we have some actions allow you to unveil unexplored rooms and to get special bonuses. Zoom the minimap to display the bonuses caption. All right, so here we got to hack the security camera of 60% chance of doing so. And that opens up a lot of area for us. So trap deactivated, an element discovered. You managed to discover some new rooms by hacking their security system. You'll earn special bonuses if they contain anything important. So there you go. We can take a look at those. Now we have two different ways of going here. We may want to kind of hit all of them, but I think we'll start by going straight up. And we can see where that brings us here. And we're going to... brings us to an empty room, I guess, for the most part. Yeah, there's nothing going on here in this room, so we're going to move on to the next one. A drone. Saya, it's your time to shine, but remember to always ponder the consequences of your choices. You'll only be judged for your deeds. So we have an option to destroy, hack, or deactivate. I think what I want to do is I want to hack this surveillance drone because it is a surveillance drone, and it may give us some important information about what's around us. Fail. So we were unable to hack that drone, and it kind of gets away. So our danger level is plus 15 now, as we were not successful in that. I think we're going to go down and see if there's anything here. There is a digital tablet we can reformat, 80% chance. That should help. And no passwords can resist us. We got the digital tab, 10 plus 10% experience. Our danger level, you can see right here, right now, is 15, so it's not too bad as we stand. So we're going to go back one, and then we're going to go over to the right here. And we've got ourselves a fight. We got 3 riflemen that we have to take on. Again, we are fighting the humans. So Saya, neutralize these riflemen if you want to get out of here. And then you can see the aspects of the fight here. So fights are turn-based. Select the fighter to see his details. Choose a skill. Select a valid target. Targets a single fighter. Targets a line of fighters. And targets all fighters in a group. all the different ones. And then most skills generate overload. The basic attack of each robot reduces overload. When a fighter reaches 100% overload, he is stunned and stays unprotected for 1 turn. So you have to be careful that you don't overload your system. Scowling in ire, he looks down on his opponent. Well, that's very interesting. They shot first. All right. So who shot first? Han Solo. So you can see up here who's next in the turns, basically. You can see they got pretty decent speed right now. So we're going to have 2 of our guys and then 2 of his, and then we come back to our guy there. We take a look at him, and we have different things we can go against here. You can see what they look like. You can right-click on them, and you can open up their whole window and see all their attributes and what they mean. If you hover over them, it'll give you a little description of what is available for them. You can see their effect and their immunities, if they have any. You can also see their attacks that they have. So this is kind of a straightforward fight for the most part. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this one here because it'll 120 damage to an enemy that bounces to a random enemy as well, causing damage to both. But this will cause overload. You can see the 20% mark there. It adds to your overload. This one drops your overload. So that little battery icon thingy looking will drop it by 30%. This increases it by 20%, right? And it can hit multiple enemies. So we'll use that, and we'll shoot against this guy here. And it bounces, and it hits him, and then goes back to him. So pretty cool. All right. So our next guy here, he has some attacks as well. He can hit 2 random enemies, and I think we're going to do that. We're going to try to get the multiple attacks only because we want to try to damage these guys as quickly as possible, and it's not going to cause too much of an overload at this point, right? We're kind of ahead of the game. So we hit 2 enemies in that one, so it was a nice little shot there. And they take their shots, 2 of them. They do somewhat okay damage, nothing fantastic or off the board. But now we have our last guy here, the Riot, and let's see what he's got. So rifle shot is 52 damage. This is 47. 25% chance to apply stunned, and this will damage all enemies in a line. So if we can shoot this guy, it'll hit this guy as well, is what that means, basically. And this one here will be a single one that's going to protect one of our guys if he's a little on the weaker side. And it's the propagating shot, which provokes an enemy, and then he has attacks the provoker only. So if like a couple of other robots are weak, you can have this robot attacked if that's the case, so that he gets the hit and the weaker guy does not, right? Kind of a good defensive move in a way. But I think we're going to go straight up here, and we're just going to do the 52%, and we're going to do it against this back guy who's pretty weak. So he should be gone. Yes! And that takes him down. All right, so next move, we get both of our guys are going to go next. So we're going to take advantage of this and try to hit both of these guys again. This is just a taste of my power, he says. And this guy's almost out. You can see his overload bar is going up. And we're just going to take a normal shot at this guy and take him out. And we have 1 guy left. So he's going to take a shot. Triumph without viruses with glory or something like that. And then we have our guy who's going to take a shot now. And I think we're going to stun him. I think we're just going to straight on fire at him at this point. And we're going to continue to just straight on fire at him until he's gone. So, and our guy attacks as well. And then boom, gone. So we don't have to worry about overload. All our overload goes down. That was close. Good job, Saya. I don't know if that was really that close. I feel like we did pretty better than that was close. Experience points for winning the fight. Obviously, we get some rewards. Thermic acid to be used at the workshop. And then nano adapter to be used at the workshop as well. These are kind of components that you can add to your robots. We'll look at that going forward a little bit further on. So we have that open room now. We have a little bit of something going on here, so we have to move forward and figure out what's going on there. We have a trap, and it's been dodged because we deactivated when we did that little hack job. Was it the hack job, or was it something else? I forget what it was. Your robots have dodged a trap that you had uncovered. You certainly are talented, Saya. Yeah, well, whatever. So that is that. So we can go this way, we can go that way. I said we go this way first, and then we'll head our way back up. And we're going to come across a couple of more riflemen and a technical assistant. So we are back to full here. So I think we're going to go ahead and do kind of what we did before. We'll do the double shot there. Doing decent damage. A little bit of a damage there to War, but he's going to come back and fight. So we're going to shoot you first, and it's going to bounce to all those guys. They have some pretty funny sayings as well, if you're paying attention to that stuff. Pretty cool. So we got 2 guys here in a row. Kind of want to play this kind of smart if we can. If we hit this guy here, we can probably do an overload shot on him. Shockwave. Let's do that. And we stun those two guys so they can't attack us. That might gain us an extra turn, possibly. It's only good for one turn, though. So that's not going to help us much there. I think we do another one of these here. And we nail him. And those two guys are pretty weak at this point. So he's going to fire. Not going to do much. But we're just going to go ahead and take this guy out with a regular shot. Because he's stunned anyway. And he is stunned, so he can't move. So he loses his turn. And we get to our guy back. And we're going to do him and just kind of end his role in this fight. And now we have another shot. And then he's up next. So maybe we can... We're going to do this to apply a weak spot. Pretty hard shot. Takes away 140. He's going to fire, but we're just going to take him out. It's just time to take him down. Normal regular shots here. And that should do it for him. And we get him knocked out. Pretty good. So we're going to go there. We're going to level up. We get some rewards here. Motor oil. Kappa flexible bumper. And reinforcements badge. And we get 27 of these R coins here. Whatever they are. Robothorium coins. Robothorium coins. That's right. So now we have another room here that we can go into. As we open up another area here. And this is the emergency exit where we can leave. But we're not going to do that yet. We're going to go back and finish off this level here. Because there's a couple of things going on. So let's go up this way. And let's go up this way. And we can hack. See if we can hack. Is it going to be successful? All threats have already been unveiled, so we're okay with that. We're not going to worry about intoxicate. Because there's no more fighters left anyway. We have a storage case here. We can open that up. See what we get out of that. We have good success. And it's a bipolar transistor to be used at the workshop. Again, we can intoxicate, but we're not going to do that. We're going to kind of click out and move our way across here to the exit. And we can leave. So we've kind of... done it. We've completed the mission. We'll get some XP for completing that mission as well. We get a whole bunch of new stuff here that we can add to our guys' common accessories, common framework, accessory, a bottom piece, another weapon, and that looks like a pretty good weapon. And they have another rare weapon here for Energy Catalyst 2.0, and then Fortress Flashbang to be used at the workshop, and 200 Robothorium coins. So we're going to continue, and that kind of brings us out to where we are. And we have our next mission that we can go into if we wanted to. We're going to go into the equipment, though. We're going to take a look at this here. Each time your robot levels up, you can allocate talent points to specialize them. Each robot has additional skills you can buy. Select an equipped skill to switch it with one of the other skills available. So we're going to go take a look here and see what we have as far as upgrade goes, because all of them are upgradable. We'll start on our Riot X953, and we have weapons for them that are available. Not all... can use the weapon, so like he can't use that weapon. I haven't figured out yet how to determine which ones can use which weapons. I think it has something to do with the icon that you see down here. If you look right around here, you can see those icons, and I think it has to have that same icon there. That's the only thing I can come up with as far as like being able to replace these weapons. But this one here, we just got rid of it, and we're gonna put this one back. Double click to put that back in there. And that's how we know we can use one of those. He can use this piece as well. So it's the bottom goes into here. And that's going to increase his life points. And then it also increases his speed, right? So we can go ahead and double click that. Put that in there. And this one here is common framework. That'll help increase his shield. And then it also increases his regeneration, right? So we're going to go ahead and double click that. We're going to upgrade one robot here. I mean, we'll upgrade all of them with the talents and stuff. We're only going to upgrade one of them with all the weapons that's possible. So go ahead and put that in there as an accessory. We do have other accessories here, but they'll go for different robots, right? And we'll take a look at those. If we have anything available that can use it, we will. He's plus 10 shy and plus 10 whatever this is. So we can take a look here at these skills. We can get one of these upped. I think what we're going to do is we're going to increase... No, we don't want to change any of these skills. Okay, so we're going to do the talents. And then we have different talents: loss of control, combat experience, bouncing bolas, and we have miniaturized trackers, electric smoke grenade, and then the devastating shockwave. These are kind of add to the attacks that they already have. You can kind of pick which way you want to go. This is tier 1. There are 4 tiers, and you can always reset it and go back if you wanted to as well. So this one here is intervention. Also has 50 to 100% chance to apply damage reflection to the launcher. So basically, if they attack us, they get it kind of sent right back to them. Damage reflection. 4 turns. reflects 20% of damage taken. So it'll be like something that you would add on to there. So we'll add that one in there. I like the way that one looks. And then we'll go back out and see that we have it here. So this gives us the ability to kind of bounce stuff back to him at that point. Anyway, let's go back and take a look at these guys and see. He's got one of those icons, so we can give him that. We can't give him any of this stuff here. The stuff has to be used in the workshop, which we will look at later on. And how's his weapon look? It's a 33. This is a 58. We're going to go ahead and do that weapon there. Give him a pretty good weapon, right? And then we have this guy. Oh, we have to go back to him and do his talents. Different talents here for him. Full mag. Amplified discharge. Disperse the crowd. Overpower. Rallying. And unstable protons portions. Oh my gosh. Protons. Yeah. I think what we'll do... We're going to add to this here. Disperse the crowd one. I like the way that looks. That's going to add to... I believe it's this one here. Nope. Might be that one. He's okay as far as that stuff goes. Let's take a look at him. He is one of these things here. So he has the ability to add this in, which is an accessory. And that's going to increase some of his attributes as well. And then the framework, which is going to add 2 shield and 2.8 on the critical hit, right? So add that in there. It goes up to 13.1 on crits, which is pretty darn good if you ask me. What's his weapon look like? His weapon's a 51, so we don't need to change any of these out. Those are on the weaker end. But let's take a look at his talents. You can see what his skills are here. And we take a look at his talents. Reload shot, destructive celerity. And then we have radioactive wave, hypersonic ammo, enhanced inhibitor, and then we have the critical hail of bullets. I want to increase this. I feel like this could be a pretty decent one because it has a good critical hit for us, and we didn't even use that the first time around. But this could be pretty devastating if it has the critical added to it, which I think it'll be a good one. There's also a hanger. I haven't looked much into this, but I believe it has to do with buying robots. We don't have any money to buy robots. You can always go buy and upgrade different robots on there. We only have 293. These guys are in the $1,000 range, and you can always add to your team. I don't know what the max is for how many you can have in a team, but it is what it is. And then next is the mission. We'll take a look at other missions later on. That's all I want to do for this episode. I want you guys to let me know what you think about this game, if you're going to play it, if you're going to pick it up. Looks like it's really cool. Again, if you're that XCOM type of fan, then you may really enjoy this game. A little bit of a different aspect, more like along the lines of a Halcyon 6, which is a really fun game to play. Kind of makes fun at Star Trek Halcyon 6, but this game is really, really cool. Something you should definitely check out. And the developers seem like they're really cool as well, and they're going to be doing a lot of work to this game as it's in early access right now. And I'm excited to see what they bring to it. Anyway, let me know down below in the comments if you're going to play, what you think of it, what you'd like to see as far as this series goes. And I'll see you around the channel. Bye-bye now.